there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the UCF Knights offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jackson will throw. Using the quick game. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He leaves it with the back. Got a little space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UConn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him.
Oh, a lot of space. The 40. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down to the 14. Gonna run it. It's Flowers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson's going to throw it. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
The sure hands, it's Davis. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Makes one man miss. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Using his legs, it's Flowers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Jackson will throw. Keeps the play going. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UConn going back to work on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Flowers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Farmer.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Jackson gonna throw it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. The play action fake. Wiggles free. He's got him in the flat. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Knights will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? It's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Farmer. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Flowers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Flowers. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Flowers. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Alabama handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Mobile, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's complete to the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Jackson gonna throw it. Dings it complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Brings up second down.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt. And they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Handoff to the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. UConn quick to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Wow, Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball and they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the official. Turn the call. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. UConn will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... Turning it on!
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll run it from the gun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Unloads quickly. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to power it in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Bowl. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly complete. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes a man miss. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. 1st down for this offense. On the ground, it's Flowers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. UConn quick to the line. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Knights are marching down the field.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Knights lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And they'll line from the 31 on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Hill. Nice move to keep running. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Knights! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. With the catch, it's Porter. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll pull it down and run. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Huskies racing to the line in a hurry-up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And what a way for this defense to end it. a pick as time runs out. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game.